Good morning. It is 4:20 a.m. on Wednesday, October 27th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. As I said yesterday, I'm up early because I am, leaving for my trip today. Uh, right now, I'm listening to some rather ominous wind and rain outside my windows. Got a nor'easter blowing through. As of right now, at least, my flight is still listed as on time. Um, the thing that I'm going to have to find out, I guess, shortly is whether I can actually get, an Uber or a Lyft or a taxi to the airport, just because I suppose people still have to work, but I, I'm thinking, I wouldn't want to be driving around in there. I sure wouldn't be wanting to uh, um, if I didn't have to go, because this is when the time for the flight. Yeah, I wish, yeah, well, what are you going to do? Sometimes the weather's bad. But we'll have to see. And uh, that will all work out fine in the end. I mean, probably all that will actually happen is that it might take longer than it would normally, and it'll eat up some of the time before my normal. Like I would usually want to be at the airport, 2 hours ahead, and then maybe I won't get there 2 hours ahead. I'll be there less than that, and it'll be fine. Is the likely outcome. So it'll be all right. I'm looking forward to the trip. Just like travel doesn't feel exciting. It feels more stressful right now, even though like historically that hasn't always been true, but I'm definitely like out of the habit of it, even after this not being my first travel since the pandemic. But it still just does hit different, and yet I'm definitely excited to see Grand Canyon. It'll be cool. um, I think I've got everything packed up the way I need. Although I guess one of the things that I had to take into account when packing is what the weather is likely to be. And I think in my head for way too long, I still had it as being okay, well, it won't be as hot as it would have been during the summer. But I didn't really think it would get that cold. But, I guess that's a silly thing to think in late October. And so I looked it up, and sure enough, it may well get below freezing at night, which is relevant because we do want to do some of the dark skies thing where you get to see all the stars and everything, which, requires you to be outside when it's, dark and also cold. I feel like, I don't know, feel weirdly inane and basic this morning, just like not that I care that much about that, but I just sort of feel like, is this interesting? Am I saying anything worth saying, or is this all very bland, generic stuff? I don't know. You know what? That'll be okay too. Um, I did have to be without my little dog last night because my flight's so early this morning. I had to drop him off at the kennel yesterday, and that's a little bit lonely. But doing okay, doing okay. Just kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like my brain is still skipping ahead to all the next things that I have to do to get to the airport and all make all that happen and everything. So it's I feel like I'm not being very interesting this morning, and I'm just like, is it 5 minutes yet? It's not quite, almost there. If I just hang on for a little bit longer, it'll be above 5 minutes. And is it there? Is it? Ah, ah. Okay, thank goodness. I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes, assuming that I can get sufficient internet to do the video. I would assume probably will be okay, but we'll see. In any case, I will when I am next able to. I will talk to you again for 5 more minutes.